Hello everybody, my name is Zen, and welcome to my first impressions of the Fate of Kai, or K? I think it's Kai. This is a really hard game to describe, and it's fairly short, but what I will say is that it is incredibly interesting. This is as far as I've seen. I know a little bit about the game, so that's why I know it's fairly interesting, and it's a rather unique concept, and I think that this is just going to be a fun, quick little journey that you and I go on. It's not going to be a long video because I don't want to spoil a rather short game, but at the same time, you know, we're going to get in far enough to be able to see what to expect from this thing. So we hit this button and it opens a book. Brought into a sleeping world, Kay felt displaced. Kai? K. Let's go with K. Kai? Let's go with K. One day, came understanding. The world is right, and he stopped thinking for himself. A weight he would carry forever. Chapter 1, Awakening. So it is a graphic novel adventure game, which is such a cool way of doing things. Like, this is such incredible art, and you get the story told to you as if you were, you know, reading a graphic novel or any kind of comic book. And I truly love that because it's a cool, unique concept I have not seen before. So we wake up, we're startled, and then we're in sunflowers. And yet we see a sunflower and we walk over, and there's a rat with a sunflower on its head. And I have actions that I can do here. So we've got this little, is it a rat? I guess it is. It's a big fluffy bunny. No, definitely a rat. Bunny? But actually it might be a bunny. Let's grab. So we tried to grab what? What did we try to grab? Grab. Oh, I see. I selected grab because instead of grabbing, that's interesting. So instead of grabbing the bunny, I guess, we can, see that, oh, he's eating that, and we startle him and he takes off running. But then we see a treasure chest, which allows us to grab the treasure chest. Yeah? Is that how it works? I'm curious. So if I take grab and I put it here and I go forward, Kai paid no attention to the chest he stumbled upon, continuing on his path. Maybe there was some big adventure waiting for him. If only he had decided to grab the chest. Beautiful. I love that. This is cool. This is really cool. So we move forward, we grab the chest, but there is a shackle, and it's a magical shackle that wants to eat our wrist. So it grabs onto our wrist, and then it locks in with glyphs. Chest to the castle. Right. Then we're like, oh, well, what do we do with this? I'm stuck. I can't pull it off. I'm trying to pull it off. Well, I guess I'm stuck here, and I'm gonna die of starvation because there is only sunflower seeds, and one cannot live on sunflower seeds alone. And then I'm like, wait a second. There's a castle. So I'm gonna pick up the bunny inexplicably with, it's not a bunny, it's some kind of creature that is like a bunny rat with a sunflower hat. Man, I'm a poet. And a dragon tail. And we take the chest and we take it to the castle. Boom. Chapter 1 done. Wake up, Kai. So it was. With ideas not his own, Kai walked the trails of youth, always arriving to a starting point. Comfort, gray and simple, never glancing over things past. All right, we got our save point here. Chapter 2, Rock and Clock. Got our chest, but we're like, oh my goodness, there's a river with rocks, like most rivers, but I could possibly climb it. But Kai is stupid and tries to climb the thing, and it doesn't work out for him, I don't think, because he climbs up, it falls, it cracks, and boofs on his back. And then rocks are coming to him, and I'm just gonna keep going forward. And then he jumps out of the way with a bam, dodges barely, then jumps out of the way, slides, power slide. This is like Dark Souls maneuver here. Looks up. Who is it? Mr. Miyagi with a pipe, who shows us that we're stupid and can just jump across the rocks. And so Kai grabs his chest and decides that, well, maybe climbing isn't the best idea. So let's not climb. So we're gonna take the climb. Bad thing. But Kai couldn't climb up with an idea, or couldn't come up with an idea to overcome an obstacle in his way. So he was stupid. So we need to keep the climb there. Done. So we do climb up, and the whole thing happens again because Kai's an idiot. But if we don't jump out of the way, we get crushed by a falling rock. Maybe he could have avoided it somehow, like by jumping out of the way. And then we get to this point and we still can't jump. So what if we take our climb and we go backwards, then we go forward again? That doesn't work. And we can't go forward. Interesting. But we climb and we take the jump and we go backwards and we select this with jump because we're stupid and figure out that climbing is bad. So then we jump out into the water, bing, bing, boing, boing, jump across with a very, Olympic throw on our chest and manage to make it up over here, but we can't climb. So we have to go back. Oh no, we can climb because we do have climb. We go forward and we see that the sun is in our eyes, but we look down and there's the cutest freaking turtle creature ever. Oh my goodness, Squirtle is here. Squirtle wants to go back into the water, so we drop him in, splash, and he loves us for it. And then we go through the woods. We get to a bridge. This is like a very well-made bridge, but apparently not well-made enough because it's broken. What is this? Oh, I could go back in time and see that there was a dragon creature that crashed down. Oh, and I can see the whole story of this. So let's back this up. So what exactly? Oh, okay, hold on. So the dragon creature faced off, jumped up into the air, and then obviously it had crashed down. But before that, there was some. Oh, it's like a troll. It's like a bridge troll, but it like as a demon dragon. And before that happened, we had a chocobo dinosaur, and the chocobo dinosaur got scared by the demon thing. Oh no, it wasn't scared by the demon thing. There was the lightning is what scared it. And we had Satan in a jar. And we dropped it, or they dropped it like dummies, and then it got out. Gotcha. Just like the start of Diablo. So really the moral of the story is you're in the woods, you got your chocobo dragon thing, and you realize that there's a pot here. What do? Well, what you do is you don't carry it, and you let the other guy carry it, because the other guy wasn't riding the chocobo. So then we go forward, there's the lightning, he crashes, he lands on that. This guy makes fun of him. The other guy has terrible self-confidence issues for the rest of his life because he fell on his butt. And then they lived happily ever after, except for the other guy who had to go to therapy. But we go forward in time, and then the bridge is fixed. Isn't that beautiful? So we cross the bridge, but then there's a hag following us because I have a chest and everybody wants the gold. He grew to see doors forever shut and thought there were other ways. Kai still took his usual stance never to gamble on himself. Hence why his reflection returned anything but victory. Chapter 3, The Gambler's Amusement. Oh, we come up to a pretty cool looking wall where we find two faceless guards with ties because they are businessmen and they show up to work like serious businessmen. They also have no faces except a smiley mask thing. And they're like, what are you going to do to get in? And he's like, I don't know. They're like, well, you're going to have to go look at that sign over there. And I look and it says like, you got to pay to get in. And I'm like, what is this? Freaking Skyrim? Like, I don't want to get into Riverwood by getting into stupid money to these guards that are extorting me. They're like, ha ha ha. So then I get away. And I take my chest elsewhere. But then there is what appears to be a Baba Yaga hut. But in reality, it's Las Vegas. And they've got money. So I decide to go in. We open the door. And we look inside. And indeed, it's not the Baba Yaga. It's Pirate Gambit. And he is gambling. And there's a guy who decides to cheat. And he pulls out his trump card. But as you can tell, the gold is real gold. Gets pulled away from this guy. He gets angry. Then there's the drink that appears to be still there. This guy wants to grab it. Oh, but it gets knocked over. Okay. Should I just leave that? Or can we look in? Let's look in and see what happens, right? So drink gets knocked over. Okay. This goes forward. Drink shattered. This guy, enraged, throws his cards down because he's like, cards are my life. Tries to pick them up. Turns around. Baba Yaga. Guy gets kicked out. Bam. I'm shocked. Baba Yaga wants me in. Decides to bring me in. And he points up. Says, you know, I'll take 1 gold, please. Guy's like, fine, sure, come in. Let's gamble. I don't got nothing here. I say I ain't got no money. He says, I'm the Baba Yaga. Kicks us out. Kai couldn't think of anything to wager in the house of bets. Thrown out, he wanders, incapable of finding coin. Okay, but we could go back in time because this is a linear game in which time is a resource. So this gets knocked over and we go back out. And we go back out. And we're just gonna kind of look around, right? Kai lay down, beaten by fatigue. He fell asleep while wondering about what could have happened inside. Okay, so what if I don't knock that over yet? And we jump forward a page. So he burps, he comes out, I got my coin. This guy's like, a mushroom. And then, and then he looks down and sees this laying there and it's like, man, I feel sorry for this kid. And there's a chest and he's like, I'm going to poke this guy's face, which is what we all would do. So we're going to take that and I'm going to keep that. But he decides to wander off because I'm dead. Kai slept while his only chance of getting coin slipped right through him. If he were able to enter the house of bets, things might have been different. Okay. All right, so let's back this up. Let's back this up a little bit. Let's knock over that drink and let's continue watching. Baba Yaga happens. He comes out and he's like, yo, kid, what you got? I'm like, a chest. And then he's like, this is getting weird. And then he's like, perfect. I will. What's this supposed to be? His hat? Oh, yeah. So he takes off his hat and realizes that he's actually kind of like Cyclops. He's got laser forehead and he zaps things into play for cards. And we are going to play Uno. And he says, do you have a fire? And we say, go fish. Those are not the same game. And I say, I don't got a fire. And he gets angry and upset and throws his hands down. And again, I'm like, don't look at my cards, bro. And then I say, fire. And he looks, and we have an anime moment where we both throw down the cards in a Yu-Gi-Oh fashion. And I play fire, and he plays ice, and he laughs in my face. And then I take the water. And he's like, hey, dude, I'm going to play. And I'm like, I don't got no cards. He's like, okay, whatever. Sure, whatever. And I'm like, fine, this time I'm going to play water. And he says, I'm going to play leaf. Okay, so we're learning something here. So we're going to back this up. Because I want fire, and I would like to play water to his leaf. Damn it, that didn't go the way I thought it would. Okay, fine. And then this time we're going to play fire to his ice. Oh, is that what I did before? What if I did water to his ice? We're going to try this. So we're going to do fire to begin with. Right, because he plays a leaf. Oh, no, he played ice this time. Icy. I don't think I have much of a choice. He's just going to keep playing to counter me. And I'm like, I don't got no cards. And then he says, grass. What if I take the grass? And he crashes with anger and excitement. And he has fire. But I can't do that. Oh, I like that I could see his card in that last one. So that gives us a hint. His last card was what? Fire. So I need to play water on that one. So if I played grass here, he plays what? Fire. Ha ha ha. And then I get thrown into prison and lost forever. Kai was bested by the great gambler. The moonlight shone a reflection of sadness upon his face as Kai came to terms with being a prisoner forever. Story of our lives, right? Now, we're smarter than that, so we're going to take the grass. We're going to say, no grass for you. We're going to take the, where is it? Water. We're going to say, no water for you. We're going to take the fire. And we're going to say, no fire for you. We're going to back this all the way up to the very first one, okay? Because now we have them all. And he's got 3 cards, and we've got 3 cards, and we play grass. And he says fire. So if I play, let's say I played water here, would he still play fire? No, he's always going to play whatever it is. So water, and then if I played grass, he's going to play fire. And then if I played fire, he's going to play water. So he has the counters that he requires for that stuff. However, we can go back and take ones from these, right? So like, let's say for instance, okay, let's gather these all. If I go forward and he knocks this over, what card is he gonna have? It's not actually showing a card, is it? So he's got water, but if I do fire, right? Okay, I think I'm getting it. So I'm gonna take all 3 of these, and once we go back, because oh my goodness, there's a lot going on here. So we're gonna take the grass, we're gonna take the water. We got our 3 cards. And we're like, lol, 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 lol. And he's going to keep knocking things down. And then we're going to go, grass. And we're going to say, ha. And he's going to go, what? And then I'm going to go, water. And he's going to go, and then I'm going to go, fire. And say, Yu-Gi-Oh, mother trucker. And he's gonna go, but I don't understand. My mind's eye. You showed me the way. I'm actually a filthy cheater. Here's a coin. Goodbye. And this guy's like, bleh. Lawful cheater. Bonding has different rules. So Kai kept losing himself. In search of acceptance. If there ever was a way out, he was long unable to find it. Chapter 4, What Citadel Masks. I am going to go ahead and wrap up the video there. Again, I don't want to play too long in this. A fairly competent player can probably get to this game in just over 2 hours, but it is a really cheap game, and I'm going to put the link to it in the description below if you would like to pick it up. Going through that link does help the channel. It allows the developers to track, who's using the links and who isn't. So I do appreciate that if you would click through if you're going to make a purchase on this. It is really cool. It is really unique. I'm curious to see what happens. The puzzles are getting cool and different. Usually with puzzle games, they're either really, really just obscure, where you're like, I don't understand, like early Monkey Island stuff. We're like, well, how does that make any sense? Why do you want me to use the crank for this machine on this keg to open it up in order to make a monkey pop out, which is going to allow me to steal his banana, which I can use to feed the pirates with scurvy? Like that set of logic doesn't work when you just look at the puzzle as a whole. So I like that this game doesn't do that, and it's just, here's a set of puzzles to figure out, and they intertwine with each other, and you can go forward and backward in the book to help solve this. Love it. Perfect. Great. And the art is fantastic. So my first impressions of this game, it's really cool, and it's unique, and it's not something I've seen before, and that is really rare in my line of work, where I play a lot of games. So with all of that being said, let me know what you guys thought about this in the comments, and my weird interpretation of the story going on, because you got to make it entertaining somehow. I can't just like stare at the pictures. This is a hard one to make video content on, but I think we did a good enough job, and especially on the fly with not knowing what I was getting into. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, I got a bunch more stuff like this. Not like this game, but, weird stuff that I make on the channel that you guys can watch by subscribing and checking out the rest of my videos. I upload daily, and I have been doing so for over 10 years. I've never missed a day, so I got a lot of stuff for you to go through. With all of that being said, thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you all next time.